Okay, there's two ways to grill. You can grill direct or indirect, and depending upon what I'm cooking or how much food I have, I may choose one or the other. Tonight I'm going to be grilling salmon, and I like to grill salmon over direct heat. So to prepare the grill, the first thing you want to do is you want to get all the stuff off from the previous time. So over here where you can see, and as you can see, there's large chunks on here. The tool that I use, I found this at Home Depot, and it works really well for taking off the top layer. So what I do is I run it down each one of these until I get all the way across. And you can tell from the way the charcoal is on the grill that the last time I cooked, I also cooked direct. And if you're not sure what the difference is between direct and indirect, direct is where the meat goes directly over the fire, and indirect is where the fire is in these containers that are on the sides. And then you put your meat in the middle. Indirect works good if you're cooking something thick, like a pork tenderloin, because a pork tenderloin takes a little bit longer to cook, and you can get it done on the outside before it's done in the middle. So once you've gone over each one of these, speed it up a little bit, you've knocked the biggest part off. Then you want to take a scrubber and run it down each one of these. Okay, now that doesn't get it quite perfectly clean, but when you put this over the fire, you can let it burn off for a second to finish it up. So set this over to the side, and we're going to prepare this for a direct method today because I'm going to be cooking salmon. So as you can see down the bottom, there's all kinds of garbage. What I do to get rid of those is I slide the pins back and forth, and that knocks the loose ashes into the hole and into the container below. Now I'm going to salvage. You can salvage. A lot of people don't reuse these charcoals, but you can salvage them. There's dust on the top of them, but you can take this and reuse it. So I'm going to dump all of this in here. And then once I have it in there, that's about a quarter, maybe a little less than a quarter full. And then I've got all these ashes down in the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and knock those down into my container below. So I just wiggle it back and forth. Until I've got this relatively clean. And then usually about every 3 or 4 times that I cook, I have to empty this container on the bottom that catches the ashes. Okay, so now I'm going to fill up the rest of it with fresh charcoal, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use 2 pieces of newspaper, and I'm going to take some oil that I put in a spray bottle and just kind of lightly spray one of them, and then wad it up kind of loosely. You don't want to wad it up too tightly. I'll go ahead and wad this one up as well. And then I'm going to go grab some fresh charcoal. Okay, so it's topped off with fresh charcoal. Now all that I have to do is light it, but I'm not quite ready to light it, so I'm not going to light it right now. My food's not quite ready. It'll take about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes until you start to see red up in these holes. Once you see red in these holes, don't wait until these are quite ready, the coals in the top are quite ready. When you see these are red, go ahead and you'll take these and pour them out and cover half of the grill. You want to leave half the grill without charcoal, so that if your food's cooking a little faster on the outside than you want it to, you can move it off the heat and let it finish cooking. So that's how you get the grill ready that's how you prepare the grill for a direct method cooking.